Good evening and welcome. This is 6 p.m. Prime. At a time when we have been told that we should talk about positivity, that question should be in fact asked, or at least their opinion should be taken of the people, the number of people, the ambulances, those who are standing right here where I am. This is the very new, in fact, addition to the existing infrastructure of the COVID-19 in the national capital. This is the Sardar Patel COVID Care Center at the Radha Swami Vyas in Chhatarpur, where I'm standing right now, ladies and gentlemen. 500 oxygen bedded, in fact, facility here, and today it has been opened. I will tell you more about this. Numerous, the line of ambulance doesn't end, and this is the case everywhere that you will see all across the country. Before I tell you more about the struggles of the people, because it is important for everybody to know the ground reality so that we can prepare better. Let me first tell you where the coronavirus numbers stand today. Active cases in the country now at 28,13,658 cases so far. 1,95,123 people have lost their lives. Cases in the last 24 hours once again skyrocketing. In fact, 3,52,991 cases of coronavirus. 2,812 people have lost their lives. Mere statistics for many, but for those who have lost their lives, it is the most shattering experience that they could go through. I am in the national capital, so it's imperative that I start giving you by giving you an update first of the numbers as far as the national capital is concerned. In Delhi, in the last 24 hours, if you take a look at the numbers, so far 22,933 cases have been reported, 350 deaths. Active cases in the national capital are 94,592, and deaths till date 14,248. In fact, is the number of deaths so far which have taken place in the national capital. All right, there is huge crisis as far as the COVID-19 wave is concerned in the country, and oxygen in the national capital has become the most precious commodity. Hospitals are struggling. People have been left to try and get oxygen for their loved ones in order to, in fact, just make sure that their suffering ends, or they are at least able to give them a fighting chance. It's a desperate attempt. I was outside at one such oxygen refilling plant today, and what I saw just breaks the heart. The way, the sense of abandonment that people have, the way the people have been left to fend for themselves. Take a look. It's a race against time for patients of many of these people standing with empty oxygen cylinders in this long serpentine queue outside a refilling station here in the national capital, as hospital after hospital is struggling with their quota of oxygen. Desperate people are trying to make their own arrangements, get these oxygen cylinders to try and give few hours of breath to their relatives, those who are struggling to breathe because of the COVID-19. But the sense of abandonment and frustration here is quite apparent.
अब हॉस्पिटल में तो हमारे पेशेंट नहीं लिए जा रहे सर, हमारे हॉस्पिटल में पेशेंट नहीं लिए जा रहे, हमारे पेशेंट हॉस्पिटल में नहीं लिए जा रहे। ऑक्सीजन हॉस्पिटल में जा रही है, तो ये बताओ हम कहाँ जाएंगे? हमें डॉक्टर कह रहा है आप घर पे इलाज कराओ, तो हम कैसे देंगे ऑक्सीजन? ये तो बता दो।
हम 5-6 जगह ट्राई करा, हमें कुछ नहीं। पेशेंट को भी हम साथ में लाए।
पेशेंट कहाँ पर हैं आपके?
ये उसमें गाड़ी में, वो बोल भी नहीं पा रहे।
It's difficult to report what is happening in Delhi. This lady, Neena Bhatia, has been told by hospitals after hospitals, try and search for bed at somewhere else. If you try and search, you'll even get God. Possibly getting God, searching for God in Delhi is easier right now than to get a hospital bed. This gentleman that you see sitting behind me in this auto is Ramesh Bhatia, 62-year-old COVID positive patient who has gone from one hospital to another in hope of an oxygen bed, which he has not been able to get. Now, with the help of their auto rickshaw driver, we have come here to a refilling center in hope that they would be able to get a cylinder and will possibly go back and take their chance there. The situation is so bad that not just the common people, but hospitals have sent their ambulances, which are meant to transport patients right now, to try and get a refill, to try and get cylinders back to the hospitals, because the smaller hospitals particularly depend on these oxygen cylinders, and the problem is that they are getting no supply. Okay, we'll get you a very detailed report, because there are many voices that I wanted to put out. Due to the lack of time, we have not been able to put out the entire report. We'll get you that report in just a short while from now. But why is Delhi facing such a severe crisis? Let me just give you a sense of why are we facing such massive crisis as far as oxygen is concerned. The daily quota of Delhi, the daily demand of Delhi is about 700 metric tons. The old quota by the centre was 378 metric tons, and revised quota allocated by the centre 480 metric tons. Now, a reality check on April 22, out of the allocated quota of 480, Delhi got 380 metric tons. On 23rd, Delhi got 309 metric tons. On 24th, Delhi got 480 metric tons. 335 metric tons out of the 480 metric tons, in fact, was what Delhi got. Okay, I just told you that I am outside the newly made facility, COVID facility here at the Radha Swami Satsang Vyas in Chhatarpur. Very, very desperate people, coming here. Many of them have been turned away because there is a complete process that is followed. So you will see ambulances after ambulances just lining up, and you have to, in fact, register first before you come here. It's not a walk-in, but people, those who have been turned away from, every place, are just trickling in here. I just saw a man, in fact, running, trying to get some help for his patient. They've just come in an ambulance here, and they've been trying to get some help at this moment.
एक पेशेंट का एक्सपायर भी हो गया, चला भी गया, कोई डॉक्टर को सुनवाई नहीं कर रहा है यहाँ पे, सब लापरवाही कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, कोई नहीं बाहर आ रहा है यहाँ पे, आर्मी वाले ऐसे लगा रखे हैं तो यहाँ पे जंग
it's just too much, in fact, grief as far as people are concerned. They are just only trying to get their patients admitted, not it's going everywhere, trying everywhere. It's just not happening. I mean, people here have to register before they come here, but the desperate scenes that you see outside these hospitals, these facilities, I just want to very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, just come here, and I want to give you a sense. All of these people are waiting for some kind of help that they can get from this place, running from one hospital to another, trying to get a bed inside this facility. Only 500 beds are working here. You have to first register before you can get a confirmation, and only then you can come. But it's a desperate situation for most, and all they are trying to do is trying to get help for themselves. This has been the new, in fact, facility which has been opened, but simply with the current magnitude of the crisis, simply not enough. The situation, as infrastructure is crumbling at the hospitals, for lack of oxygen, for lack of beds, people are also facing problems as far as crematoriums are concerned. Even the last silent goodbye is a struggle. Take a look at this report filed by my colleague Preeti Chaudhary.
We're at the Simapuri cremation grounds. They've extended the ground here because the number of bodies that are coming in, COVID positive bodies, are far, far more than the capacity of the Simapuri cremation grounds. There are short of body bags. A lot of other NGOs have stepped in to help, but as we speak, there is a waiting. There are people standing there with the bodies of their loved ones, waiting for them to get to cremate the bodies. And there's a huge queue. People have been waiting here for many hours just to get their turn, viewers, just to get their turns to burn, cremate their loved ones. Reporting with camera person Hitesh, Preeti Chaudhary at the Simapuri cremation grounds for India Today. At the Simapuri crematorium grounds, everywhere you look, there are only fires burning, each to their own. This is the parking lot, viewers. This is the crematorium. People practically wheeling in the bodies of their own loved ones, their own wood. This is the parking lot. This now been converted into a crematorium. The capacity of the Simapuri crematorium used to be 11. Since the morning today, 6 a.m. They've already burned over 100 fires, 100 bodies here. Reporting with camera person Hitesh Kumar, Preeti Chaudhary for India Today.
Now, after the crisis has taken the magnitude where life is so cheap right now in Delhi. I mean, people are just in a condition where they would do anything for a can of oxygen cylinder, for a bed in the hospital. Suddenly we see all these, in fact, efforts being made, much with a lot of publicity as well. One, in fact, but for the national capital, which is struggling for oxygen, a big relief would possibly be the oxygen train which is coming to the national capital. It is carrying about 70 tons of oxygen. The Oxygen Express carrying 4 oxygen tankers is en route Delhi and is expected to arrive tonight. The supply is expected to bring much needed relief to the national capital. The railways decided to ferry oxygen from the Raigarh Jindal Steel plant to Delhi after its first 2 train loads with tankers was successfully transported the life-saving gas. The railways have chalked out plans to transport medical oxygen from Angul, Kalinganagar, Rourkela and Raigarh to the national capital, and have asked Delhi government to keep tankers ready at stations to ferry the oxygen to the desired destinations. This as several hospitals in the national capital have raised alarm for exhausting oxygen supply that they have. That government has written a letter to industries for oxygen being transported by the railways from 9 locations. The government just does not have the tankers right now. A big question, in fact, would also be, why was the Delhi government not ready when all other states government, or at least few other states government, were already making preparations for tankers for transportation of oxygen?
मुख्यमंत्री जी को इतनी नॉलेज तो होनी चाहिए कि टैंकर की जिम्मेदारी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की होती है। सेंटर की जिम्मेदारी जो होती है वो ऑक्सीजन को प्रोवाइड करना होता है। वैसे तो मुख्यमंत्री वाला कोई उन्होंने काम किया नहीं पिछले 6 साल में। विज्ञापन मंत्री हैं वो इस देश के, लेकिन कम से कम इतनी नॉलेज तो रहनी चाहिए ना कि नॉर्मल आदमी जो अपने लिए ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर नहीं ऑर्गेनाइज कर पा रहा वो आपके लिए टैंकर ऑर्गेनाइज करेगा। पूरे देश में आपने विज्ञापन दे दिए, महाराष्ट्र से लेके गुजरात से लेके दिल्ली में फुल पेज के, और क्या आप टैंकर मांग रहे हैं लोगों से। विज्ञापन छोड़ के मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पे बैठिए।
दिसंबर के अंदर 8 ऑक्सीजन प्लांट लगाने के लिए पैसे आए पड़े थे दिल्ली सरकार के पास, और दिल्ली सरकार ने एक प्लांट चालू करके कोई भी प्लांट शुरू नहीं किए हैं। तो क्या इस समय में वो ऑक्सीजन के प्लांट्स शुरू होंगे, जो कि अभी हाल फिलहाल में पीएम केयर्स ने 541 प्लांट्स और जो है वो घोषित किए हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट के हिसाब से। दूसरी चीज, जो ऑक्सीजन केंद्र सरकार दिल्ली सरकार को दे भी रही है, क्या उसका बेड्स के मुताबिक अस्पतालों को दिया जाएगा?
Okay, so as you heard, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, politics there continues with the BJP attacking Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, and at this moment, in fact, the government also in an attacking mode as far as the center is concerned, and in between the people are literally struggling to save the lives of their loved ones. Now, I just want to, in fact, tell you a little bit more about this facility which is behind me. This is ITBP run Sardar Patel COVID Care Center in Chhatarpur area, which has become operational today. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal visited the 500-bed facility and said 200 ICUs will be added to this center very soon. He thanked the central government for providing doctors and medical staff from the ITBP. Meanwhile, BJP has slammed the Chief Minister and calling his visit a photo op. Standard operating procedures for patients will be strictly followed at the center. No walk-in admissions have been allowed here.
दिल्ली सरकार ने निर्णय लिया है कि 18 साल से ऊपर की उम्र के लोगों को फ्री वैक्सीन दी जाएगी। हम कोशिश करेंगे कि इसको जल्द से जल्द और बड़े स्तर के ऊपर कैसे लोगों को वैक्सीन किया जाए, इसका पूरा प्लान तैयार किया जा रहा है। आज सुबह हम लोगों ने दिल्ली में 1,34,00,000 वैक्सीन खरीदने की मंजूरी दी है। वैक्सीन के एक निर्माता ने कहा है कि वो राज्य सरकारों को 400 रुपये में देंगे, दूसरे निर्माता ने कहा है कि वो राज्य सरकारों को 600 रुपये में देंगे और केंद्र सरकार को दोनों 150 रुपये में देंगे। मेरी उम्मीद है कि इसको एक ही प्राइस होना चाहिए, अलग अलग प्राइस नहीं होने चाहिए। मैं वैक्सीन मैन्युफैक्चरर्स से अपील करता हूं कि एक तरफ वो खुद भी इस प्राइस को खुद ब खुद 150 रुपये पे ले आएंगे। पूरी ज़िंदगी पड़ी है प्रॉफिट कमाने के लिए। ये टाइम कोरोना जब महामारी इतने बड़े स्तर पे फैली हुई है, लोगों से ये प्रॉफिट कमाने का टाइम नहीं है।
Okay, so the Chief Minister of Delhi also today announcing, as you heard, that the vaccine would be given free, so from 1st May. But the big question would be, where would the vaccines come from? Would the governments have enough quota, in fact, as far as the vaccine are concerned? Now, from Delhi, let's go to Maharashtra, in fact, where the situation also remains critical. Few of the people here, in fact, those who have been turned away. It's just okay. Wait, before we go to Maharashtra, I just want to show you more, in fact, scenes of what is going on as we speak. There are patients in the ambulances, those who are lying there waiting for their turn at this moment, and that lady, in fact, they're not well. A lot of severe, critically ill patients are coming here, and the problem is that they are being turned away because walk-ins are not allowed here. आप भी वेट कर रहे हैं अपने पेशेंट के एडमिशन का? एम्बुलेंस में से हैं आप?
हमने क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन देखी है ना, कितना ज़्यादा वो है, आप खुद देख सकते हैं कि वहाँ पे लग रहा है।
तो नहीं जाने दे रहे अभी? जाने
क्या दे रहे हैं, अभी अनाउंस कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या अपडेट करे, कोई सही से कोई बात करे तभी तो है ना। वो आप खुद देख लीजिए, अंदर लिस्ट बता रहे, लिस्ट में जिसका नाम बता रहे वो है नहीं अवेलेबल।
जो लोगों का जिन्होंने पहले से रजिस्टर कराया सिर्फ उनको अंदर जाने दिया।
रजिस्टर कराया, हमारा भी रजिस्टर है, तो अब लिस्ट बोल रहे हैं किस बंदे को, फिर क्रिटिकल कह रहे देख रहे, फिर ऐसे देख देख के हर किसी को भेज रहे हैं, और जिसकी वो हालत देख रहे हैं उसको भेज रहे हैं। अब खत्म हो चुकी है हमारी।
आपके पेशेंट है?
पेशेंट है, मिसेज है मेरी।
आपकी वाइफ है?
वाइफ है।
तो वो
भाई एक बात आप लोग थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए।
ऑक्सीजन इस वाली?
हाँ जी भाई साहब, एक मिनट में
इसमें गाड़ी में।
अच्छा,
अभी अंदर
से वेट कर रहे हैं आप?
इंफॉर्मेशन आई है,
एक मिनट सुनो पहले।
सारे बेड फुल हो चुके हैं, ऑक्सीजन वाले अभी अवेलेबल नहीं है बेड। आप लोग बीएसओ के थ्रू अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन जिन्होंने कर रखा है कर लीजिए, और कॉल का वेट कीजिए। जैसे कॉल आती है आपको या आपका रजिस्ट्रेशन वो होता है तो आपको बुलाया जाएगा। आप आज के लिए कोई भी अभी फिलहाल कोई अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं है बेड की।
What has just been announced, and it will fall as a ton of bricks for a lot of people, that the availability of the oxygen beds here is now not, in fact, the quota is full. There are no oxygen beds which are available here. Everybody else who has even registered, they will have to now wait for a call. So what has just been announced is that this facility, which has 500 oxygen beds, will not be able to take more patients inside because their quota have run out. They would not be able to, in fact, get more people in. And आप कब से वेट कर रहे हो भैया?
1 घंटा हो गया।
1 घंटा हो गया। एम्बुलेंस ड्राइवर हो आप?
नहीं, मैं EMT हूँ, इमरजेंसी मेडिकल टेक्नीशियन।
अच्छा, तो अभी तो यहाँ पर हो नहीं पा रहा है, तो आप पेशेंट्स को कैसे आप लोग डील करेंगे?
अभी अंदर बोल रहे हैं ऑक्सीजन बेड फुल हो गए हैं, तो अब देखते हैं, बोल रहे हैं रजिस्ट्रेशन करा दो करके, फिर बाद में देखते हैं क्या होता है करके। पेशेंट के अटेंडर बताएंगे क्या करना है करके।
So the situation quite chaotic to say the least, but it's just that people have been waiting, and now we've just been told that okay, you can. So there are people in fact announcing that they would be able to. Okay, let me just try and.
SpO2 लेवल यानी ऑक्सीजन लेवल उससे नीचे यहाँ पेशेंट को नहीं दिया जाएगा। सेकेंड थिंग, यहाँ पर ICU नहीं है, वेंटिलेटर फैसिलिटी नहीं है, तो जिनके भी पेशेंट सीरियस हैं वो कृपा करके किसी बड़े हॉस्पिटल में चले जाओ। यहाँ सीरियस पेशेंट्स को नहीं लिया जा रहा है।
You know, that's the question. They are asking serious patients to go from here. People are asking where should we go in this entire city. There are no beds available. Ventilator is something that is impossible, almost impossible to find. What do and where do people go? Let's now shift our focus to Maharashtra, see what's happening in the state of Maharashtra. In fact, the active cases in the state of Maharashtra, ladies and gentlemen, and that's possibly some sort of a silver lining here, have in fact come down. There are about 7,207,000 active cases, but the daily cases have come down slightly. 66,191 cases in the last 24 hours. 832 deaths have taken place in the state of Maharashtra. Now, it's just not the focus in Mumbai or what is happening in Mumbai, but in Maharashtra, many places right now in very, very dire state. Nagpur is among the worst impacted. Take a look at this ground report filed by our Maharashtra Bureau on the state of the affairs in Nagpur as it is struggling with COVID-19.
Mumbai is on the mend, but rest of the Maharashtra is reeling under a COVID wave. Along with an unprecedented surge in cases, the state has another big worry, and that comes from the city of Nagpur. Nagpur, the second worst affected district in the state after Pune, has a crisis looming over its head. Positivity rate in Nagpur has reached an alarming 32%. That means roughly 1 out of every 3 people tested turn out to be positive. Nagpur has over 75,000 active cases. Its health infrastructure has completely crumbled. From oxygen,
कि अभी ऑक्सीजन की डिमांड भी बढ़ रही है, इवन बेड्स नहीं बढ़ा है तब भी बढ़ रही है, क्योंकि कुछ सीवियरिटी जो भी है पेशेंट्स के अंदर में, तो वो भी हम लोग मैच करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
To hospital beds.
पहले हम उनको वाड़ी से लता मंगेशकर लेके गए थे हिंगना में, तो वहाँ पे बोले बेड अवेलेबल नहीं है क्योंकि उनको आईसीयू में डालना पड़ेगा, तो आप मेडिकल लेके जाओ। अभी मेडिकल में केसेस ज़्यादा बढ़ रहे हैं, केसेस बढ़ने की वजह से बेड नहीं है।
कोरोना पेशेंट्स के बारे में सिचुएशन ये है सर कि यहाँ पे बेड इजीली अवेलेबल नहीं होते हैं। हालांकि मेरे एक रिलेटिव थे जिनको मैं लेकर यहाँ पे आया था, आने के बाद 2 घंटा तक बेड ही नहीं मिला, बेंच के ऊपर बिठा के ही उनको ऑक्सीजन वगैरह लगाया गया।
पेशेंट बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, बेड खाली नहीं है, मरीजों की जो देखभाल होने जानी चाहिए वो नहीं हो पा रही है।
In rural parts of Nagpur too, people are facing a similar ordeal. With crisis spinning out of control, the state just got some reinforcements.
Now yesterday an oxygen express train left from Jamnagar in Gujarat, and today it has arrived in Navi Mumbai Colombo station. Here in the visuals you can see these are the 3 oxygen tankers. It has around 45 metric tons of oxygen.
For the Maharashtra government, the momentous challenge is to deliver these supplies to every patient in need. And this time, the patients are spread far and wide. Bureau Report, India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.